Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day, be prosperous. Hope everything been mind blowing. Alright. Cause everything today for me has been amazing. And when I mean amazing, I mean amazing. Alright. Now hold on just a second. Let me go ahead and wrap this cord over here real quick for y'all. Alright. Now we're gonna get started with this, but first I got an announcement to make, alright? For my cars. If you could distribute them or volunteer to do so, I'll send some through the PO box or to your mail address. Then we will get to you. All right. Anyways, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. All right. But today is gonna be about God's grace and mercy. So now we all know about God's grace and mercy because what He's done for us is just been way different than what anybody else can do for us. And what I mean by that, it's simple. It is plain simple. No human has done for us what God has done for us. Plain simple, clear as day. He has not. They have not. They have not. He has. He has. He. God is all the way up here, while humans are way below sea level compared to what God has done for us. All right. And so number one today is going to be thankful. I say be thankful because we can be ungrateful. When we are ungrateful, we our lives our lives aren't how they supposed to be. We think, oh man, I got this, but sure, I'm gonna be ungrateful, man. I should deserve that, man. You don't. To be honest, we don't deserve anything, but yet God blesses us with all. God blesses us with all. So even if we get even if we get a couple dollars here and there, that's we deserve less than that compared to how all the sins that we have done. But therefore, God still blesses us in ways that He knows best fit for us in that certain situation. So therefore, we should all have gratitude because us as humans, we believe we deserve better. Now, let me tell you why believe we deserve better. We believe we deserve better because we were instilled. That's what we were instilled to do. Because we are supposed to be angels, but we have to go through a test code. We're just a little bit lower than angels. All right, a little bit lower than angels. All right, because God. Then there's the angels. Then there's us, just a little bit lower than the angels. All right. Now the reason why I believe that we deserve better, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but when you mean it in a negative way, that's when it becomes a bad way. But deserving, when you believe that you deserve better, mean that you could achieve better, mean that you could be doing much more than what you already do. And so, hold on a second. Oh my bad, it's just a call, it's just a random person. Yeah, it's just a random person. Shoot. All right, but anyway, my apologies for that. Um, we believe that we deserve. Back at it again. We believe that we deserve better, because how God has instilled that in us, because we were made for a land of river flowing of milk and honey. We were made for the promised land. We were made for heaven, and we weren't made to be away from the Lord, and weren't made to be away from all those heavenly desires. So that's why we believe that we deserve better, is because we were made we were made to live in heaven, but now we're on earth. And earth is nothing like heaven. So now we're trying to make ends meet, and we want all these we want all these desires, new shoes, new clothes, new all of that. That's okay if you want that, but you have to understand, on down here on earth it's a test. So therefore, since it's a test, you have to be careful for buying those things. Now you won't have to worry about any of that in heaven, because all the things that are in heaven exceed what we desire. And so, like I'm saying, it's not a bad thing to desire something, but it has to depend on what you are trying to fulfill for that desire. All right, number two, God's mercy. We all know about God's mercy. We know, Every single soul on this earth knows about God's mercy. Wait, hold on. Everybody that has been saved and came into the light away from the darkness understands God's mercy, because he understands once again that we did not deserve this. We did not deserve for Jesus to die on the cross for us. We did not deserve it. We are just sinners until we are brought to the light. Now we are true children. Now we are true children of God, trying to ask for forgiveness of our sins and do the will of the Lord. God's mercy endures forever. And when I mean forever, it means forever. So if your generation, unless God brought up a word upon your generation that will mean that y'all will have to suffer over something that you did or your family did, then that's what's gonna happen. But even then, when the Lord had cursed a certain tribe because of they were worshiping other gods. Well, no, they were worshiping false gods, and they were doing all these sinful things, and they were just being wrongdoers. Then the Lord cursed them because he had to punish them to understand. Well, he had to discipline them to understand what they are doing. And so that comes to the fact that that was just a side note. Unless that is to happen, then yes, you will suffer. But even then, the Lord still fulfilled His promise, and he was like, "Oh, okay, this tribe, I believe they've had enough. I'm going to let them try it out again." So that lets the Lord, even if your family was doing bad and the Lord wanted to punish you, he still backtracked him on his own self and said, "Y'all are still my children. Y'all are still my children." And like a right father, the father's not gonna punish the child days for days for days for days for days. All right. So, and plus again, we're on different timings. So that's one thing about God's mercy. That's just one thing. And when I mean His mercy endure forever, it means that for the sins that we have done, okay, so we go into the light. Now, our generations to come are covered by His mercy. That's why I say endure forever. So even if we was to do a sin, we ask for forgiveness, and some of us ask for our generations not to be cursed. But even when we don't ask for our generations not to be cursed, the Lord love is so sufficient that He forgives you and He doesn't put it on your generation. The past can repeat itself in the future, but the Lord will always have mercy upon all of us. If the Lord did not have mercy on us, we wouldn't be alive. Like, if the Lord did not have mercy, some of us would not be able to fulfill our purpose, because according to sin, according to humanity, let's take it to humanity. When we do something wrong in the human world, we already get punished, sentenced to death, executed, we get whipped, and you feel me, we get shot for no reason. So if you understand that, you can see how large God's mercy is, because humans try to take things in their own order. We try to take things in our own order and not God's order. Therefore, that's another way how we should continue to have mercy. Because as soon as we do something bad in our past, we go to prison or we die. With the Lord, when we do something bad, He forgives us and He still allows us to go to heaven. That's why you should lean more into the Lord, trying to trust this government for everything they do. But once you do one bad thing, they gonna try their best to give you some years and a lot of fines. But you come out to the Lord, He'll make you reap what you sow. But after you reap the evil that you have done, then your whole entire life will be prosperous for as long as you endure in God's mercy. you don't take his mercy for granted. Because there's been times I took his mercy for granted, but see where I'm at now? I stopped taking his mercy for granted. Now look at me. I'm living free spirited. Free spirited in the Lord. That's what I mean by free spirited. Free spirited not meaning doing whatever my well, no, that doesn't even make sense. 'Cause I know some people nowadays they say free spirited meaning do this, that. No, when I mean free spirited, mean I have freedom because I was first locked by the chains of sin, and now I done came over to the Lord's side. So now I broke them chains. The Lord gave me the strength to break every chain, and so now I'm by the Lord's side now, and now I'm not taking His mercy for granted because if I was to still take His mercy for granted, I would have been punished more because it's a thing that when you take somebody for granted after they doing everything 150% for you, then that's gonna make them want to cut it off for a limited time until you are able to realize not to take it for granted. I don't even blame the Lord for doing what He made me go through because that made me stronger because I can't be weak minded, I can't be weak spirited. But now I'm strong spirited and my spirit is free. My spirit is free from the sin. My spirit is free from the devil. My spirit is all the way to the Lord. All the way to the Lord. Nobody can convince me to go another way. Nobody can convince me to do another religion. Y'all, the religious beliefs that other people have, that's their religious beliefs. But for as long as I'm living and as long as I'm living on earth and heaven, I will always talk about the Lord. I don't care. Y'all could persecute me mentally, saying that you wish on my downfall, or I could get persecuted physically. How y'all literally want to see me on my downfall. But either way, if I get shot, if I get beheaded, if I die, if I get stabbed, then I don't care. I'll take them wounds all the way up to heaven. I'll be a fallen soldier on earth, but I'll be a risen soldier in heaven. So, whoopity do. Right. Number 3, we have to have mercy on each other. Okay, number 3, have mercy on each other. Because when we have mercy on each other, we are able to realize that we were in that same place. Because I was talking, and I was talking to somebody. Not gonna say who, but I wanted to lash out on them for what they were doing in their steps. But then I had to realize that I was once in their steps. And then I was like, hold on, you need to have mercy on them because you were not perfect when you were in their shoes. When you were in their phase, you did not do things perfect. In fact, they did things better than me. They were doing things better than me when I was in their shoes. So therefore, I had to give some leeway, like how the Lord gave me some leeway because when you see that what the Lord did for you, He expects you to try and do that with other people. So because we're supposed to do the works of the Lord. So therefore, if the Lord gave us patience, if Jesus was waiting for us to come to seek Him, to seek the Father, then therefore, if somebody is going through the process, don't try to make them perfect. Don't try to mold them. Don't only try to lead them into progression. So therefore, don't bash them because everybody was once in this position right here where I'm pointing at. Everybody was once in this position, and then I had to learn that because in a recent Sunday service with Bishop Jakes, that's what he was talking about. He was merely talking about that. I felt it. I felt the Spirit saying that. I was like, the Spirit saying, no matter, you cannot do that because you were once in those shoes. And since you were once in those shoes, you have no right to have control over the situation. You have no right to try and say right from wrong because you were once in that position. Before I came so strong in the Lord, I was once in that position. So I was like, you know what? I'm in the wrong for trying to act on a way that I was once in. So instead, I help them out. Not gonna tell you who it is. They know who it is. All right, but molded them, not molded them like in a bad way. Mold them like clay. Help them out. Help them seek the Lord more. Guide them, lead them. Because if the Lord gave us mercy, for all our saved ones out there, since when the Lord gave us mercy, we have to also show others mercy. So when you see your child doing things that you were doing, have mercy on them, just like how the Lord had mercy on you. Because the Lord, our Father, we're His children. He understood that, hey, we make mistakes and that our flesh, we're flesh. So therefore, He was like, okay, I understand. Now, what makes it terrible is that what the Lord has forgiven us, we try to pin people for doing that. So it doesn't make sense because the Lord has all authority. The Lord gave parents all authority, and He gave other people authority, mentors, and etc., etc., authority to help one another. So me as a mentor, I'm not going to get onto somebody because I was in those same shoes. Mothers and fathers out there, you can discipline your child, but don't try to do it to the extent to where it's not necessary. Discipline them into what is right to help them in life, but don't discipline them and don't act like you weren't in those same shoes. All right. Not only talking about parents, they're spiritual parents, they're physical parents, they're mentally parents. I'm a mental parent. I'm a mental parent and a spiritual parent for many. So, I'm a mental and spiritual brother for all. So, why would I discipline somebody with my words when I was once in those shoes? And then I ask the Lord for forgiveness because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, so I'm not gonna try and make somebody else be like me where I'm at now. When I was at their level, their phase that they are on, I was doing worse than them. So I hope you all had a wonderful time listening. Remain prosperous. Remain amazing. And for my cards, if you'd like to distribute them, I can send them through the P.O. box or through your mail address. And we'll see from there, all right? Now, I hope you all have a wonderful day and God bless you.